Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today I'm reviewing for you guys this Nespresso Vertuo Plus. I bought this machine about a couple of weeks ago, but I really like to use the product before I review it so I can help buyers decide and give you my honest review. I just love good coffee, and the quality of the Nespresso coffee, it is just incredible. I am just thrilled with it. It's a very enjoyable machine to use every morning, honestly, and I'm really excited to show it to you guys. But before we get started, please be sure to subscribe to my channel down below, hit that thumbs up, and with all of that said, let's get into it. Alright guys, so this is really a great machine for the price. I got mine on sale for $125 and I really like it because the assembly was very easy. You'll notice that when you get your machine, everything is very well thought out, and I really like that. I got up and running in like a few minutes. You do have to rinse it first before you make your first cup of coffee, but I'll show you that in just like a minute. Let's just talk about the design first. I really like how beautiful it is. It's very sleek and small. It takes up less space on my counter, and I really appreciate that. And you have here the water tank. The water tank is detachable, so you can just lift it off and you can refill it easily and put it back on. And you can actually choose the side that you want this water tank to be on. You can have it on the left, on the right, or you can have it all the way here to the back. Also in the back here you have the container that catches all the old capsules. They go in here. I really like the design of this one because, like you guys see, it's black. On my other Vertuo machine, it's clear, so you can actually see the ground coffee. When the old capsules get tossed in here, you know, there's splatters sometimes of ground coffee. You can see them clearly. So I really like that it is black here. It's neater, but remember to wash it every now and then and take care of that. It goes right here in the back. Now, if you don't like the black plastic look of this machine, you can buy it like an elegant chrome accent to it. It costs more, but for the price of this machine, you can't really beat it. And I really love that they give you a sample bag. You have a variety of coffee here, and actually very decent size. You have like 12 capsules in here. I really like that because you get to try out like a variety of different coffee types, and hopefully you can find the one that you enjoy best before you place your first order. And inside the box you also have $10 coupon for your first order, so that's nice as well. And the capsules themselves, actually they are very beautiful, and as you can see, they are colorful as well, and they are made of 100% recycled and recyclable aluminum. Nespresso really focus on a goal of 100% recyclability. They provide you with every purchase with a free recycling bag. It has rebate shipping label, and you just have to put your old capsules in here. It holds about like 100 capsules, and then you can seal it, drop it off at any UPS store for free. And I really like that because when Nespresso get the capsules, they dismantle those capsules, they take all the ground coffee and process it into compost for landscaping use, and they melt down the aluminum. It's just 100% recycled. Although with the Keurig you get recyclable key cups, but you have to do the work yourself. You have to separate the coffee, and you can actually rinse the shell and then recycle that. But the coffee, you just throw it in regular trash. Now, something you might heard about before, what makes Nespresso so special and unique is that they uses barcode recognition and extraction system. There's different barcode on every single capsule, and the machine reads this barcode and adjusts the water flow, temperature and volume, infusion time, and capsule rotation to give you the perfect cup of coffee. And for that reason, you can't buy non-Nespresso brand for their coffee machines. It is designed this way so Nespresso ensure their coffee brewed correctly. Now, something I really like about this machine is you have 5 cup sizes. You have espresso, double espresso, ground lengo, coffee, which is just like 8 ounces regular cup of coffee, and you have the alto. Now, Keurig claims the same options, but from my past experience with the Keurig, the key cup size doesn't change. They are all the same. You see, with Nespresso, each cup size has different amount of coffee inside. So if you actually select a larger size for a Keurig cup, all you end up with is watered down coffee, because like I said, the amount of coffee didn't change, it is the same, it's just brewed more water into it, unless you use 2 cups. But that's why I like Nespresso better. I don't have to choose or press anything or do 2 capsules. If I want a larger size cup of coffee like the Alto, it's 14 ounces. I just put my capsule inside. There's only one button. I press this button, the machine automatically adjusts the amount of water should dispense for this specific capsule. Now, the biggest drawback for most people is the cost of these capsules. It averages about $1 per cup. To me, I like this coffee much better than the Keurig. That is worth it. Plus, $1 for a delicious homemade foamy cup of coffee, to me it sounds reasonable. It's still far cheaper than your local coffee shop. Plus, now you can buy on Amazon a virtual line reusable kit. It allows you to use your old capsules. I didn't read too much into it. It sounds really interesting. I might give it a shot in the future, and if I really like it, I will definitely share it with you guys. Alright guys, now before we get on making the coffee, because the instructions are not the most detailed, I'm going to show you guys how to rinse out your machine real quick. First off, you're going to take your water tank, give it a quick rinse on your sink, and then fill it up. Place it back on, and this dripping tray, I'm actually going to remove it so we can place a container underneath the dispenser. You need something that will fit about 12.5 to 13 ounces of water. So I'm going to remove my dripping tray right now, set it aside, place in my container underneath, and always make sure, I know this is your new machine, but for me, because I was using this machine for a while, I'm gonna make sure there's no capsules inside. So this is a motorized actually lid, so you just touch it to open. There's nothing here. Now we can touch it back to close it. And now you're going to press the button 3 times in a row, and this is going to start the rinsing cycle. This process takes a few minutes to complete. Alright guys, so it just got done right now, but I'm going to take back when I said 12 to 13 ounces of container. That's what the manual said, but mine took I would say 26 ounces. So just keep that in mind and put something that could hold more water. Now I'm going to dump this out and we're going to make some coffee. Okay, now we can make coffee. I chose to make just 1 shot espresso. Now for this dripping tray, you have 5 options. You can have it here if you're making a regular cup of coffee. Depends on the size of the cup you're using. Or you can move it up here. I think for the 5 ounces goes here. And then for double espresso goes here. And for espresso, we can have it right here. And that's what I'm going to make right now. Or you can have it completely off if you're using a thermos or a big coffee mug. You can take it completely off like I did with my container and just place it on the countertop. But right now, like I said, we're making espresso shot. So I'm going to place it here, place my little cup here. And like I said also, this is a motorized lid. So touch it to open. I'm going to place my capsule in, touch it to close it, and you just press the button. I'm using this because I'm fancy like that. Like you guys saw, in less than few seconds, you will have a gourmet shot of espresso. Alright, now let's make a regular cup of coffee. So I'm going to move my dripping tray to the bottom. I'm going to brew a Stormio capsule. It's one of my favorite. Now when I open the lid, it's going to toss the old capsule to the trash bin in the back here. So this is really nice. I really like that. It's especially nice for an office setup or something like that. You don't have to touch anything. Pressing my button again. I should mention that with every cup of coffee from this Nespresso machine, you get this beautiful crema on top. I always like to stir it in a little bit just to get all the flavor mixed in. And then we go for the first sip. The coffee tastes good. Seriously, it is very delicious. It always takes me back to the first time I had a great cup of coffee. Now, when I was researching this machine and my old Nespresso Vertuo machine, I came across a lot of reviews that people said they're not happy with the coffee temperature, it is not hot enough, or it is too cool. Now, personally, I think it's like probably personal preference. Like, the coffee, it is hot enough for me to drink, like right when the machine finishes, I can take a sip. It is that hot, but it is not hot to burn my lips on it. Like, I won't call it warm because it's not warm, but it's not so hot that it's going to burn my coffee, because that's what I was talking about earlier. The barcode, the machine reads what temperature of water should be brewed to give you the perfect cup of coffee. You don't want hot water that is going to burn your coffee. I don't want burnt coffee. You know, I just don't recommend you use a creamer that goes in the fridge, the cold creamer or the cold milk. That will cool down your coffee real quick. But if you drink black coffee, or if you use the powder kind of creamer, you should be fine. Overall, it's an excellent machine for the cost and for those who want a good quality coffee. It's, like I mentioned earlier, it's a very enjoyable machine to use. I look forward to wake up in the morning to make my coffee, and sometimes, a lot of times, I treat myself to another cup or two of coffee. I know this is probably not good, but I can't stop treating myself to another cup of coffee. Nespresso just changed the coffee game for me. This is actually my second machine so far. Who knows, I probably buy more in the future. I just like it because if I want quality espresso, check. If I want quality cup of coffee to jumpstart my day in the morning, check. If I want to mimic that $10 cup of coffee that I buy at Starbucks, check. Checks all around. You can make a fabulous cup of cappuccino in less than 2 minutes if you have a milk frother. If you Google Nespresso recipes, you can get a lot of recipes from Nespresso.com. They have a lot of recipes. I tried a lot of them and I like them all. It's really nice if you want, to change it up a little bit and try new things. To me, it is worthwhile for the simplicity, speed, and the cleanliness and the quality. These all important stuff that I care about, and I like that Nespresso deliver. The only thing I don't like, that would be my only complaint, is Nespresso doesn't make tea capsules, and I can't use the machine to pull out hot water to make tea. That would be my only complaint, and I hope Nespresso change that in the future. But I think that is it for this video, guys. I really hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please thumbs it up and consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!